Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, am I excited. We are so glad to have you on our second Pride. This time, fully gay. We've
Yeah.
gone full gay this
I
time.
mean,
No
we were
more
gay
like,
before, but more
well,
gay.
last time we did our gay thing and was like, well, Jim didn't know where most of the movies were gay.
It
He
was
still
gay
don't know.
icon. It was gay
Gay,
icon week.
gay icon week. Yeah, very weak. Very, very weak. So this time we've got like Brooklyn 45 is on Shutter right now. We got Otto, aka Up Your Dead. What up, Dead?
What
What's it
up,
called?
Dad?
What up, Dead people? What up, Dead? Okay. And Ghostbusters 2016, which we did talk about, got cut off before. So all this and more in the next Streaming Demons. Hit my music that's already playing. I really am fielding fan mail or hate mail, depending on how you look at it.
I mean, Sasquatch sends a lot of hate mail.
Yeah, it might. No, it's about what's that one movie? Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here. And boy, we are glad to have you at Streamin' Demons. It's been a while, at least a week. We're bi-weekly. I
I'm
think
by
that
something.
yeah, I was setting that one up.
Happy Pride, everybody.
It's still Pride month or week, whatever it is. We might actually squeeze one more Pride episode in. I honestly do not know. Yeah, we will. Holy crap. We
You
will
can
have
squeeze
one
a
more
lot
Pride
in.
episode in. Oh my god.
You just take a
We're gonna have
deep
three.
breath and you squeeze it in.
I think we have a. I'm not going to promo some lube, but for those of you who are new to Streaming Demons, welcome to the show. Where y'all been? The money starts to the left. Our premise is simple. We talk about the hot new streaming movies or the hot, really old streaming movies, or maybe something you found in your garage sale. I don't know. But we talk about horror movies, more or less. Streaming, demons, you get it. And I go, Box goes, if we have a special guest, they go, otherwise, we do a double team. And I cannot wait for this one. I wanted to see exactly why I don't know if I'm talking like this or not.
You're slowing down there.
I'm
Do you
slowing
need another
down. I'm
mega
slowing
death
down.
beer?
I need no. You know what I do need instead of Megadeth beer?
What is that, Jim?
I need some liquid IV. I
Oh,
do.
what is that? Tell us all about it.
Well, if you ever been running away from zombies and you get all dehydrated and get your leg cramps, you're
All
about
the
to like
time.
collapse all the time, right?
All the time.
And if you are brand new to Streaming Demons, you know we're never going to spoil anything. But if you're brand new to everything, Walking Dead on Shutter for Joe Bob Briggs. I think I can say that by tomorrow. If I can't, my bad. No, I'm kidding. It's not embargoed. I don't think it was.
I don't think it's embargoed.
But if you are on The Walking Dead and they're running dead now, they're fastly running. You're like, oh my god, I was running. I was running from Megan. I was running from Chucky. I was running from what my movie is. Who cares? My good friend Dr. Payne would say, and I was dehydrated. You don't want to die of dehydration, man. That's the whole thing of Waterboy. I think
That's a wimpy death in any kind of zombie movie. That's terrible
that
death.
is it. That's why I take my liquid IV. That's right. Is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being and my well-being? And their hydration multiplier is one of the products. It's a daily routine. Honestly, I suffered from leg cramps a lot. And if you know, I'm a tall dude. It's because I do not get enough time to drink. I don't like drinking plain water. I don't like water. But check this out. 1 stick, 5 essential vitamins, double the speed of hydration, both faster than water. First thing in the morning, before the workout, while you're doing a workout, after it, and hugely important, before we go on long flights, you will dehydrate. You don't know you're dehydrating. Take it before flights. It's your friend. It's liquid IV. Now, Box, we were talking about this before, and you were talking about what was it, a strawberry? You don't know what a strawberry was?
A sea berry, because
A
that's
sea
one
berry.
of the many flavors that you can get.
It's one of the brand new flavors you can get. Sea berry, strawberry lemonade, Concord grape. I like pina colada, by the way.
I was looking at that tropical punch.
You looking
That
tropical
sounds
punch?
fun. That sounds
It is.
fun.
And with a stick, you can take this with you, by the way. It is
And
portable.
they have, like, also a variety pack, so you can try a bunch of different ones.
Yeah. And the coolest thing is listen, if you
Mhm,
are into other things like a sports drinks that are usually full of sugar, this is not full of sugar. It's 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks with none of the yucky stuff.
mhm.
It is dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free, almost free. In fact, because we love you so, so much, if you absolutely get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code haunted100 at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code haunted100 at liquidiv.com. I will absolutely put it in the show notes because I believe everyone should get some of this. 20% off, that's huge. This is
And
a
it's summer. It's summer, you're gonna be
oh, you need it.
dehydrated.
You need it. You need it. In fact, I'm having some right now. Strawberry, but still good.
Mhm.
Is and there's no bad flavors, by the way. That's what I'm discovering so far. Watch, like I'll find one that's there's no bad flavors. Check it out. Go now. Come back to the podcast. Put us on pause. It's all good. Get your
I mean,
hydration
you can
on.
still listen to us while you're doing it. I believe in you to multitask. You can
You
do
can
this.
multitask. Go to liquidiv.com. Promo code haunted100. And that will give you 20% off. Capital H for Haunted 100. It may or may not be case sensitive. So if it is capital H Haunted 100, the link is below. Click on it, try it out, do yourself a favor, get hydrated. Don't be a punk having like leg cramps and dying in the first person for the zombies.
Mhm. You
All
don't wanna
right.
be that guy.
No, but you know which guy you want to be?
But
You want to be the guy talking about Otto? Is
Otto?
that the name of the movie? You want to be Otto. Do you want to be Otto? Is
I
Otto
don't
a guy?
wanna be Otto, no. I'm
Is
good
that
with not being Otto.
okay? What is okay? When you're telling me like let's just I'm doing Otto, I'm thinking Otto from The Simpsons. Nothing to do
He is a
with
gay zombie now.
Otto. No, it's Otto.
Yes. My name is Otto.
God, I really hope Liquid IV people are cool gay people.
Well, they're gonna have to be. They're
Eh,
gonna have to be. And they're
right?
gonna have to be okay with me talking about gay zombie orgies.
Oh Christ, is this actually part of it?
Yes,
They
a
they zombies
big
orgies?
part of it.
Gay zombie orgies?
A huge part of it.
How about not? This is a slow burn according to
That's
my
a slow
tonic?
burn according to you. According to me, it is not. Um,
It's a slow burn.
so this
It could
is
go faster.
directed, written, everything by Bruce LaBruce.
Bruce was Bruce.
He's a Canadian, writer, filmmaker, photographer, but, uh, you
I
will see that a lot of his films explore themes of
wow. They
sexuality, independent film type quality with gay pornography.
ow. Yeah, I am looking up his Google page, and let me see this. They preview 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They preview 6 movies. One is
Mhm.
called Genitophilia, I think, and it's got like a
Yeah,
half naked dude on the cover. Saint
that's the
Narcissus, 2 naked
that's
dudes.
his most popular one.
Most popular, they're all Otto or Up with Dead is the only one that actually has people wearing clothing on it.
Yeah.
No skin off my ass.
Well, and even Otto doesn't like, there's in the front ground, there's, like on the cover of my thing is a dude with a six-pack and Otto
Oh yeah, but he has like a
checking
little
him out.
half shirt, right?
He does, like, have a little hat like, he's taking it off, but you can see a nip, you know?
How am I? I've not watched this show. How have I not watched this show? What's the show about? It's about Otto, who's like a
It's not a show,
oh,
it's a movie.
whatever.
It's a movie. It is a very independent movie.
Independent of what? Like, I guess it's
Uh,
making money. I guess it doesn't.
it's okay, so it's about Otto, who
Huh?
is a zombie, and he goes into Berlin, and he's just kinda
Or-
wandering around being a zombie. Well, at the same time, there's this underground filmmaker, and I guess this is supposed to be the comedy of this, because it says it's a horror comedy. I didn't laugh, but maybe somebody else will, but
Didn't think it was a slow burn either.
I did not think it was a slow burn. I felt like I said, it's very, like, early 2000s independent gay movie. Like, it's very the music is bad.
The music's
The
bad, the acting is not
the
good.
acting's like, eh. Okay, like, I have watched, like, Vampires Rising or whatever, like, I've watched all, like, the gay vampire movies, it's kind of it's more stylized than that, there's actually this really kinda neat character in it, the filmmaker has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend is always in silent movie mode, and so when the
Oh, no.
girlfriend speaks, it's, she'll say something, you don't hear it, and then the words will appear on the screen as if she's in a silent movie. Who knows why? Um, it was
How
a
much did the movie
choice.
take to how much did the movie take to make? Do you know?
Um,
Yeah, the
I have the
my
box office, but I don't know how
I
many.
have the box office in front of me too, that's what I'm asking.
Oh,
My mortgage is more than this box office. I don't mean my
yeah,
entire mortgage payment, I mean my monthly.
it's very, very and that's the thing, it's very, very small, and that's
I've
what I mean also by
I've
independent.
had
It's
credit card
very
bills higher than this box office.
yeah. Anyway, um,
My
so
Starbucks per year is higher than this box office.
this filmmaker finds Otto. She wants to make a documentary about him, but also she is trying to make this epic political porno zombie movie,
Of course. One does.
um, called Up with Dead People.
Yeah.
And so that's where it kind of comes from. There are two very graphic gay sex scenes, one of them being an orgy with about 10 people, 10 men. I don't know how graphic you want me to get into this, but there's one where
Are they dead? Or are they it's gay
they're
zombies, right?
it's gay zombies. Yep.
So, does anything fall off of them?
No, but they use their phallus to go into, like,
Narnia?
a
They're using their
ripped
phallus to go into Narnia?
okay, so, like,
Aslan?
he
Is that
rips
you,
open
Aslan?
some dude's stomach to, like, chomp on it and stuff, and then he uses the hole that he made to
Oh, he fucks the hole. Yeah, no, that's an old Christ joke. Oh, I
Mm.
really hope Liquid IV people aren't Christians.
I didn't say it. I didn't
I
say
mean,
that. I just
Christians in this way, because, there's an old joke that,
it's an old joke, but
they
this
fuck the
also
guy.
I was very surprised when it happened. You see the whole dick. Anyway,
And
um,
spoiler, it's Flash's dick. He's
I
back. It's a
I
fucking
wish.
zombie hole.
I wish.
Whoa,
I
shit,
it's
sequel.
it wasn't, but if it were, I would give it a whole point more.
A whole point more.
Um, the music was so jarring and not good, even though there were bands that I actually liked, but they played, like, the worst songs from them. I did not like that. There was a lot of scenes that were very, like, "Okay, so what's going on? What's the kinda point of this one?" Um, I mean, it was fine.
Was it?
There was
Was
one
it
more
really?
point I wanted to say about it, but I kind of forgot. I kinda lost steam.
Well, you're looking at the last theme. I'm gonna say this. I'm
I
looking at
didn't
IMDb.
dehydrate. I didn't dehydrate before I watched it, so now I'm dehydrated.
Yeah,
I
you
should
got
have had my, liquid
Liquid
IV.
IV. And
Mhm.
I will tell you, honestly, if people think this is like it's a put on or something like that, if you go to liquidiv.com and use promo code haunted100 with a capital H, 20% off, you're gonna thank yourself. You're gonna thank me later too. But if you have cramps at all, if you just have problems with pain, or if you have problems with, I hate to say this, if you might be a little bit constipated from your diet, you need to hydrate.
If you need to be in a sex scene as a gay zombie, you need to hydrate.
Actually, you should probably cut. because if
What?
you hydrate, you're gonna get bloated. If you're a zombie, because where's the zombie? The zombie can't pee. Humans hydrate because
That's
we
true.
can pass it through.
That's
Zombies
true.
just kinda, like, hold liquid in.
That's a
Ah,
good point to think
uh-huh,
about.
uh-huh.
I remembered what I was gonna say with it, and then I'll be done with this movie.
Go for it.
Um, I used to thought the grossest kissing scene was in I Heart Huckabees, but this has won the grossest kissing of any movie. I did not like it.
Really? The grossest
Yes,
kissing, just normal kissing or just
just
kinda like the
zombie kissing.
make it is it because they're 2 men's?
No, I love two
Yeah,
men's
sure,
kissing. I
yeah.
love it. I'm 100% for that. It was just like
Go to
very
that.
like brains, but for mouths, and then
Ah,
there's blood and goop
ah,
and
ah, ah.
no, thank you. Like, honestly though, if gay zombies is your thing,
It
you
might be
will
at this point.
love this movie. This
You know
movie
what?
is completely up your alley.
I didn't think gay zombie was my thing until you were saying there's a gay zombie origin. Now I'm like, "Damn, I need to see this."
There is it's on Tubi, guys. I can't believe I'm saying that. It is though. It's on Tubi. Full
Can't believe
dick
anyone texted
action, like
me.
right there in your face.
Well, so is Flash, I
I
think.
know,
Yeah.
that's true, but like
Really
really, really, like really, really, really.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna say this because I did not watch it. I
Mm.
am looking at the very gothy angst, whatever the zombie is. It does have
It's
an
Otto.
award. 1 win, 1 award for Milan International Lesbian and Gay Film Festival.
They would
Winner
not screen it though. They wouldn't screen it in Australia because it was too risque.
Australia, or so is Johnny Depp's dog, apparently. But these are the names of the and by the way, all the cast is like no one's got an IMDb page except for maybe
Yeah.
myself, Schultz. So Otto, get it? Fritz, man in a suit and a hat, young man in a sweatshirt, women in baggy, old man, Adolf, woman on subway number 2, man on subway number 1, gay boy on subway number 1, gay boy on subway number 2.
The
So
sad
they're
thing is I know
not
who those people are.
are you kidding me? Really? They're not even names. They don't even have names. The name is a description. Old man. Like, oh yeah, I remember that one old man.
I remember Old Man. Hella Bent was really good though. But it doesn't even show her on like who played her.
Okay.
I don't have who played her, but she was
Who was
great.
it? What's the name?
Hella Bent. That
Hella
was the girlfriend that was in in a silent
yeah,
movie.
I don't see anything like that, but I do see I'm not making this up. Amusement Park Zombie. That's the character's name. The actor's name is Orion Zombie. That's why none of these people actually have IMDb pages like, "We don't want a real name."
Because they're all probably porn stars. They're all probably gay porn stars that are friends with the director.
Alright.
And again,
Alright.
like they did great. I mean, everybody did great.
They made 11 grand, dude. That's not great. If
They
anything I did made 11 grand, I'm fucking re-examining my life. Sorry. Like,
I
but
think
after
it's hard to
"Hey, Jim, your book made 11 grand." I'm like, "Really? 11 grand? I spent 20." Is that bad?
I think though this kind of movie it's hard because it's hard. It's just hard to reach out to people because you're just gonna basically get gay men who are interested in zombies and porn that are going to see this movie, or people like me that are just like, "Oh, this looks interesting," and then
Alright.
you get into it and you're like, these are choices. These are definitely choices from the director. I don't know if they're good choices, but they are choices.
Oh, I'm watching part of the promo. It is
I uh, I mean,
it's mostly gay porn, you're right, dude.
yes.
Even the promo's gay porn. What
I
the
mean,
shit?
it is. It really is. Like it's very much so. And not even like okay, cuz I've watched Dante's Cove. I've watched, Queer as Folk, both of them. Like yes, you can have a story around sex and sexuality,
Right.
absolutely. Um This was a little bit reaching for that. Just a little bit, because it was and
Okay.
there's a twist in it. There is a twist in it, and I did not like the twist. I thought it pulled back real hard, and I thought it painted,
Uh,
a specific group of people in kind of a poor light. But that's just me, and I'm not gonna spoil it.
the twist is his penis comes off as he has sex with the guy's stomach.
You I can't say.
But you know what? If he wore some of that hand sanitizer on his willy, that wouldn't happen.
No.
I think it is the hand sanitizer that is absolutely what why it's
Crucial.
going to
It's
be. Yeah,
crucial.
it's
Absolutely.
Khrushchev. Why would Khrushchev?
So, I'm going to give this one, I hate to say it, but a 2, and the funny thing that I'm gonna say, the last thing I'm gonna say about this, is
Uh huh.
that this movie was given to me by
Oh
a
no,
former co-host of mine before there
John
was
Combo.
a thing. No, not John Combo. Bless his heart.
I'm like,
Wherever you
oh,
are, John Combo, bless your heart. No, somebody who was also a host on here and, gave it to Yes. Yeah, you're right.
John Combo did that.
Yeah, John Combo did that, and so it's funny because it's just been, like, sitting there for a really long time, and then you're like, "Hey, let's do another Pride." I'm like, "Alright," and it's on
Yeah,
Tubi, and I'm like, I'll watch half of it on Tubi and half of it on, like, my computer, and so I own this movie is what I'm saying. I own this
and
2 Cthulhu
I
movie.
love looking at it.
some
Exactly.
people love looking at it,
People love looking at it.
and all I'm
Uh,
like is that does actually me. Like, what movie is it? Like, oh, the one that gave you? Okay. The one that you? Because, they probably
exactly.
found it in a garbage dump, like, "Yeah, I got my movie from, like, a 7-Eleven trash bin." Everyone can find this one, right? Like,
Oh, I have a movie for you coming up. I
oh, yeah.
have the movie for you,
Is
but
it
that's gonna be after
I've
Pride.
seen that. Oh, After Pride?
It's
After
gonna be
Pride.
after Pride. It's gonna be guys,
Boom.
it's coming.
Meta Pride.
It is
Yeah,
I
that's a
have a
good
story for it. I have a story. We'll see it. We'll see it.
you give this one a 2
2.
Cthulhus? That's
Yeah,
not bad. I
I mean,
can beat a
I
2.
didn't hate it. I watched it. It just wasn't really for me.
Okay, well, I can beat a 2, no problem. Before I wrap that up, though, I want to say the IMDb person who wrote this review, the feature review gave it a 7 out of 10 from, I don't know, Boba Fett 1138, and more people found the review unhelpful than helpful. Like, it was
Oh,
only
okay.
something like 3 to 4, so I was like they're like, "We hate your review," because it's obviously a crappy thing. It's probably Bruce LaBruce Boba Fett, I don't know.
It might
So
be.
I am talking about Brooklyn 45, a Shudder original, and
Oh,
according to IMDb, this is the little tag on it, 5 military veterans, best friends since childhood, gather together to support their troubled host, and the metaphoric ghosts of their past become all too literal. It is not I mean, they list it as a horror and a history horror. I'm gonna say it's not bad, except that it took me a while to understand, and it should not have been taking this long. For me, maybe I'm just stupid. I am just stupid, I guess, most of my friends, that it actually takes place in 1945. I thought,
oh,
like, "Oh, the year 45, remember that year, Jimmy Bobby Horton, Jim Bob Horton? Remember that year when we all came, we did this thing for World War II, and he did this." The reason I thought that, because they're all very old. So I thought it was like a reunion. Like, they're going back, they're meeting again after a very long time from being away. Because this is what, 5 military veterans, best friends since childhood. So I honestly read that come together after basically one of them dies. So I
uh,
thought, oh shit. So they went to the war, they had their lives, and now they have a reunion because one person dies.
and that's not it?
Sort of. Yeah, no.
Oh,
They went through the war. Cool, 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 cool. One person dies early on, cool, 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 cool. They have a reunion, cool, 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 cool. But it's 19 fucking 45. So it's like the war just ended.
Oh, but they're old?
And that's why I couldn't really get my head around. They're old. Yeah, I get it. Some old people were colonels and stuff like that. But the positions that are playing didn't really match up with their age for me.
Okay.
Like Anne Ramsey plays Marla Sheridan, and the acting. I want to say the acting is all good. The acting is great. You're gonna have some people like Larry Fessenden. You're like Lieutenant Colonel Clive Huxter. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, I know this guy from somewhere. I don't know where, but it's just got one of those faces. It's kind of like a
Hmm.
Nicholson. So you have everyone here with Jeremy Holm and Ezra Bressington and Lucy Carpenter and Kristen Klebb and Ronnie Raines. And that's basically it. This is Ted Geoghegan's movie. And he just did a Reddit thing, but unfortunately for Ted, he did Reddit while Reddit went black.
Yeah,
It's
that
like, I'm
sucks
doing
so
an Ask Me
hard.
Anything for like 5 people who can access this forum right now.
That sucks so hard.
Sorry, buddy. Better luck next time. So you have this stuff, you have all this stuff, and the acting is fantastic, but Anne Ramsey, I think her character is around 50, 55,
Okay.
and she's the torturer interrogator. I'm like, really? Like I thought, like, well, maybe she was the old one. Like, no, she is the one that was torturing and interrogating people like last year. Like, I
Oh.
don't believe any. And Jeremy Holmes plays the heavy. I'm like, I don't still like. Is this he's the trigger man still? Like, how? It didn't make sense because I was thinking this was them going back towards the past. Because when you're hearing stuff like the metaphoric ghosts of their past become
Right.
all too literal, you think it's like their fucking past, not like 2
Exactly.
weeks ago. I guess it's like a Mitch Hedberg joke. Like every picture's a picture of you when you're younger. Like it, so it took me kind of a bit off on that. But with that said, the acting is great. The idea is pretty decent. Act 1, Act 2 are pretty tight. Act 3 is a okay. The Act 3 is a fuck. It's sorry, man. You Act 3 fucks it. No
Aw.
spoilers. No spoilers. It's kind of like ending. Like, well, you took an hour and what's an hour and a half movie. So you took what an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 10 minutes to build these characters up, and you're like, ah, fuck it, who cares?
Oh.
You can't end like that, dude. I'm so sorry.
No.
No, it's not correct. But it is an honest to goodness ghost story.
Oh, okay.
It has a seance in it. This is the storyline from Frank Leisenberg. On the evening of December 27th, 1945, 4 lifelong friends, they name them, gathered for cocktails at the home of their friend and colleague Clive, who was mourning the recent suicide of his wife. So it's a lot of heavy adult themes in it,
Yeah.
and they play it correctly. And there's people who are like, I could have saved her, I didn't. There's a lot of guilt and stuff like that. And they play the beginning of the seance really well. You have to watch how it's maybe not 100% unique, but it's unique enough for me to go, I don't think I've seen this part before.
Mm.
I don't think I've seen this part before. And it is pretty realistic, other than I didn't like I didn't like the ages, but that's just me being a dick. I think they should have been reflecting like this should have been like 1960 and then them reflecting on what they did.
Yeah, that's a strange choice that they did. I mean, did it come back in a certain way? Like, was there a payoff for that?
Without giving too much away, the only reason I really think they did that was because they wanted to make the suggestion that Nazis still existed.
Oh, okay.
But you can do that now.
I mean, they still did that in the 70s. They found shit tons of Nazis in the
Yeah,
70s.
and that's like you didn't have to do it like so soon after the war.
Yeah, no, like,
So
they were still finding they didn't they make, like, a s they made a show about doing that, like, in the '60s and
Hit
'70s.
Hitler Channel. I mean, the History Channel.
Well,
They did it.
like, it was like a it was a I forget what it was. I think it had
It was
Richard
something.
Dalton in it or something.
Timothy Dalton, Richard Dalton's one of the Dalton brothers. But they do a lot of cool things. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I can't go beyond Act 1. 'Cause if you go
Okay.
beyond Act 1, this is one of the things where it'll spoil the entire movie for you.
Okay, so I just have a question is because, it's whenever you hear, "Ooh, dark secrets of the past," does it actually have a good payoff with that dark secret of the past or whatever?
It could, but it's
It c
not as it could, but but it's not as dark as you would want. I think, and this is because Ted allegedly, this is from IMDb, writer-director Ted Geoghegan, which I'm probably killing your name, constructed the screenplay with his late father, Micah, who was a quadriplegic Air Force veteran and U.S. history teacher. And that's what I'm saying. It's grounded.
Mhm.
It's grounded as hell. But, and I think Dark Bulb has it on IMDb, although they got more negs than that. Correct. The rating in parts is juvenile and poorly lacking. And
Okay,
for me, that is Act 3. Act 1 is fine. Act 2 is fine. Act 3 is kind of like, fuck, fuck.
gotcha.
He's saying avoid it altogether. I don't agree with that. I think it's still worth the watch. Now,
Okay.
it's only hour and 32 minutes. This is the one of the first horror movies besides Mad Hottie that I watched from start to finish lately.
Hmm,
And it's on Shutter. So if you got Shutter, check it out. If you're already paying for it, might as well. It's a new movie. Support new movies. The
honestly,
movie it
support Shudder too. Shudder has a lot of great things coming up,
before
and
the
support
Shutter.
Arrow too. If you're a listener that doesn't live within the United States, like, Arrow.
Oh, someone got okay, yeah. Okay. People, Box is saying this because Arrow has their brand new fucking Ted Spiegel, whatever it is, special, like haunted US horror, Bigfoot, whatever the fuck it is, coming out. I got
I'm
the
just
email.
saying I'm just saying Cruel Jaws is coming out
Yeah.
on Arrow.
I saw
If
these
you live in
emails, I'm
the
like, "Oh, Box did
UK,
this."
if you live in Ireland, go to Arrow. They're a great service, very cheap. And it's not just horror. They do kaiju monster stuff. They do,
You can't say that
martial
word, man.
arts.
That's
Huh?
sponsors now. You can't say that word like that.
I
That's
can say
racist.
kaiju.
Dude, dude,
They're monsters.
oh my god, you cannot say that. Oh my god.
Shut up.
Oh my you can't say they're monsters?
Shut up.
Or whatever else you people are.
Anyway, so, like, what else can we shell?
Yeah. Oh, shit, Jesus Christ, fucking listen to what you're saying. No, no, la, la, la.
Okay, so anyway,
Yeah,
I just like this movie because it forces you to say veterans, and I love that.
yeah,
Say it
yeah.
again.
Again,
Say it.
uh, it it
Say
I can say
veteran.
all these words. Say veterans? I say veterans all the time.
Veterans.
But this is one of the best Ouija's not even Ouija, but it's a seance. This is one of the best seances I've seen in a while.
Okay.
They did play it well, and there is a queer component
Hey!
because one of them is gay,
I mean,
and
it's the
one of the
army.
characters is gay, and he is known by an affectionate word to one of the characters who's not gay, allegedly, and that affectionate word starts with an F.
Fun time friend?
Yes. How'd you know?
Alright. 'Cause
Fun
I'm part
time
of the
friend.
rainbow.
Yeah. And he plays it really well. He plays it really well. And I won't say who he is, but I'm not saying if the actor's gay or not in real life, but the character is, and he plays it really well because again, these are the things that you couldn't be in the army, especially during that time or even now. Really,
Yeah,
I got
even
a whole
now.
lot better.
Uh,
But Jeremy Holm has like Agent Nathan Green on House of Cards, Mr. Sutherland on Mr. Robot. He's been in a lot of stuff. These people have been in a lot of stuff. Prodigal Son, Blue Bloods, Limitless, Deception, The Good Fight, The Code, Unforgettable, Happy-ish, The Americans, American Odyssey. This guy's been in a lot of fucking shit. So you see people like this, The Judge, Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. These are not just like, oh, I got budget from Shudder to have no one in it. They've got some major actors in this. That's what I'm saying. The acting is really good. The acting is
Just the
phenomenal.
writing just the writing's not so great.
Writing in Act 3 just falls apart, or at least the way
Mhm.
they present it. It could be the editing, who knows what they really shot versus what we
Yeah,
saw. I don't
that's
know. I
true.
wasn't there. But the story idea is really good. So the idea is really good. The dialogue, for the most part, again, the dialogue in Act 3 is not bad. The writing is not bad. What happens, the idea goes
The
bad in Act 3.
story.
The story
Okay.
goes bad. It is and then we all die. And that's not what happens, but it's kinda like, "Ah," and then it's a
Yeah,
dream.
it's
Is
yeah.
that bullshit? Like, well, no, you just spent, like, all this
They're
time
just in
building
a
it up.
snow globe. They're
Yeah,
all
it's
just in a snow globe.
Rosebud. That's kind of Bob wakes up from a dream. Bob Newhart, looking at you.
Yep.
So with that, I can't give it a full thing, but Cthulhu-wise, because it is entertaining, it's a minute 33. I know, an hour 33, but whatever it is. And it's new. I like looking at it. It's got a bunch of, like,
You like looking at it?
I like looking at it because it's aesthetically they do the background nicely. They do the pictures nicely. They do the decor nicely. They do the uniforms nicely.
I'm
It's
surprised you
aesthetically a
didn't
nice
do that. I
movie.
love looking at it. I'm surprised.
Oh, wait, you didn't think I was gonna do I love looking at it? You know who else
Yeah.
does
I
it?
love looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Voodoo Papa Shango also likes I forgot their name already. Likes looking at it. And this is one of the very few horror movies that he's dead, but Egbert, his website's like, "We're cool with it."
Well,
So
he's
there you have
dead,
it.
but,
He's dead though. I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 5 Cthulhus.
wow. A
Yeah.
kid like, you just give it out like candy.
You know what's also like candy? No. The thing is, you should really it's only an hour and a half, man. You should really watch this one. I give
Maybe
it a
I
4
will.
out
I
of
do
5.
have Shudder. I do have Shudder. There is a lot of great stuff on Shudder,
And this is gay horror.
and
At least
Tubi as well.
I'm not saying anyone in this movie is gay, but it's gay horror. But you know what? There are some, gay people coming up.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here
here
we
we
go.
go. Here it is. This
Let's out
is
some
this is
people.
our
Maybe this is
the
when Jim
most
and Fox accidentally out actors and actresses.
yeah, this is a new part of our show. Thank you for joining us. Hydration IV, water IV,
Tom will
liquid IV.
cruise right by this section. I didn't say Tom Cruise. I said Tom will cruise. Oh, his middle name's not Will. I don't think he's gay anyway.
I heard
Tom
Tom
will
Screws. So,
Screws? Who's a
yeah,
Tom Cruise?
it's Tom Screws. No, we're not gonna out anybody because she's already out. She's already out, and she's lovely, and she's wonderful, and it's Kate McKinnon.
Kristen Wiig? Oh,
She's lovely too. I don't think she's out yet.
no.
Allegedly.
This movie, you know what this is? This movie's out. This
This
movie
movie's
is none
out.
other than Ghostbusters 2016 or 17, whatever it is.
It's the girl one.
The the nomination for sequels or remakes that shouldn't have never been made.
Was
Swear
it
to
a
God,
Razzie? I swear there probably got a
Alliance of
Razzie.
Women Film Journalists. Actress most in need of a new agent, Melissa
Oh,
McCarthy. Oh fuck.
it's true though. It's so true. Okay, so we tried to do this episode. This was the cursed
Yes.
episode where we tried to do like all Ghostbusters all the time, like 100% Ghostbusters, everything. And I kept coming in and out because I'm haunted and cursed.
They were having sex with zombie chest.
Mhm. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, gross, but true.
mhm.
And so, but here we are today to talk about this film, supposedly
Supposedly,
against
okay, put it
against
this way.
request.
This film has the most hated trailer on YouTube.
It does. I mean, and it doesn't really deserve that.
Oh, it fucking does.
Okay, it doesn't, not a
The
trailer,
movie's
not
dog
the
shit. The movie
trailer.
is dog shit.
Okay, the
The movie is
movie's
dog shit.
garbage, yes. The movie is
And
garbage, but to be
yes,
the
thank you.
most hated trailer, like, I'm not gonna say I didn't like Cocaine Shark, because I did like Cocaine Shark, but I'm just saying, like,
Crack raccoon.
so okay, so, honestly, with this movie, the first 10 minutes, I was actually really excited because it seemed like it was gonna be funny and not as horrible as I had heard that it was gonna be, and then it just started to fall apart before it even began,
Before it began.
and it was so disheartening because these are 4? Am I counting right?
Can
4?
are you asking me how many people are in
Yeah, there's
Ghostbusters?
4, there's 4, there's 4, there's 4.
There's more.
Um, these are 4 incredibly funny, talented women, incredibly so.
Yeah. Yes.
I watch them on SNL, I crack up, they're hilarious, I watch them in other movies and things, they're so funny, so, so funny. I watched them in this, and I was
Awesome.
like,
So fun.
"What did they do to these women?" Because they're
Yeah.
just
This is where I think we left it last time. The writing is such shit
the
in this
writing's
movie. It's
awful,
painful to
awful.
fucking watch. I know by looking at IMDb, we can say Katie DePaul and Paul Feig and Ivan Reitman, God rest his soul. They're listed as the writers. Shame on you, motherfuckers. This is such trash.
And it makes
Just
me wonder,
from one
I
to the
really do wonder, like, if they had written something and maybe it was fresher or better or something like that, and, like, the studio kept, like, pushing back, like, ooh, no, we can't do that, ooh, no." That's I can only, because studios can be kind of bullshitty like that, and
yeah,
I think especially with it being, like, one of the first, if not the first, I think, remake of Ghostbusters,
it is the
they
first one.
might have been handling it too much and
Listen,
going too safe.
here's this. This is from Fire Sheets from IMDb. This is what they're saying. They're all making another Ghostbusters. In 2019, they posted this, so 3 years after it. The gender switch Ghostbusters was unfunny, gross, and mostly forced. The bigger picture is lack of originality and freshness. And that I have to agree with. It was unfunny, gross, and mostly forced. This
Agreed.
was an unforced error as a movie. 2 hours and 13 minutes long for the extended version. Oh, fuck you.
And
And like, oh, we're the same, we're a different universe. We just happen to have cameos and stuff like that. And it's the same movie again and again and again and again. And well, our special power is like whatever. It's the same. Who give a fuck? It's the hot. Oh, he's a hot guy. We have to hire him for a secretary, even though we're pretty sure everyone is gay in this film.
as they should be
Even
for
the
Kate
characters are
McKinnon.
gay in the film. I'm pretty sure even the characters are lesbians. Like
I
I'm relatively sure, right?
You know, honestly, between Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, their characters, I could kinda see that.
I think they're lovers. Yeah, I think
I
they're
don't
Melissa McCarthy's like Abby Yates and Aaron Gilbert. The characters. I think we're a little too close friends.
I don't think they were supposed to be, like, in the thing, because like,
Uh, comes
but
across that way though.
it's you could read it either way, and if you ship them, then, that's fine, I don't care about that,
Mm,
but I just feel like it's really sad to me because I know that, a lot of them, I think Leslie Jones,
Leslie
um,
Jones in it.
she had to get off of social media because she was getting, like, death threats.
She played a fucking token.
Um,
She
Kristen
was marginalized. in this movie,
Oh,
and she
absolutely.
played
W
a
well,
person of color just because it was a person of color, and damn it, the original one had it.
yeah, no, I agree, I agree, and she played it with grace, she really did.
Yes.
Honestly, because she honestly, out of all of them, she was the most kind of
She's my
excited about
favorite
stuff.
I was gonna say she's my favorite character in the movie, like
I
Patty Cullen is.
I like Kate McKinnon's character only because she's drop dead sexy. Like,
Kate
she's
McKinnon's character is drop dead sassy, but that's my problem with it. Kate McKinnon's character, Gillian Holtzman, is hypersexualized in this. That's my problem with the character.
hmm.
It's kind of like, "Oh, and so
Well,
we
she's
have."
the wacky. She's the wacky. She's the, like
But that's not wacky. That's not like Bill Murray and Harold Ramis and Danny Aykroyd and Ernie
no,
Hudson.
she's
That's
just
like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Arnold Schwarzenegger, John Claude Van Damme, and Ernie Hudson.
she's
Like,
like
oh,
the cute gizmo person. Like, she's the
she's being cute.
Donatello
She's
of the
licking
group.
her fucking wand. That's
But
sexualization.
they gave her the shittiest lines of the most
I'm
techno
clung.
babble,
And she
and
can't unfortunately pull it off.
she did a great job because those lines were the garbagiest techno
That's the thing.
babble.
If they're Tom Baker's great at technobabble. If she was truly that good, we wouldn't have noticed it that much. I noticed it because, yes, you can say them, but there's nothing about her character that says, "Oh, okay, I understand what this is going through." It's just kind of like, is the character a geek? Is a someone who could is she an engineer, can do all this stuff? Is she
I think she's supposed to be a mad scientist, basically.
is she
She's a mad
sexual,
scientist.
asexual, hypersex I see her as hypersexual character. Like, I don't know, and here's the okay, God, I sound really old in this. This is PG-13. What the fuck is she doing licking a wand?
Because she's
This is PG-13. No.
the wild one. She's the wild
She's the
card.
wild one licking fucking phalluses? No.
Yeah,
And it's
and
PG-13?
they chose the lesbian to do that, which I found kind
Could
of
you be a little more specific for this movie?
awkward.
So there's only one lesbian in this movie? I think there's more than one. I'm just saying the character-wise.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it was a weird choice. I had a huge ass fucking problem
With
with the
Thor?
effects,
Oh.
with the
Oh, the
CGI.
effects are shit. It's like they
They
used
were
the old ones and just kind of, like, made them
garbage.
worse somehow.
And the weird thing is you watch the original Ghostbusters, that will scare the shit out of you.
I know.
It
This is,
will to this day, it will scare the shit out of you. Like, if you have shit in you,
it comes out.
go to the bathroom first and then watch the movie. This, like, it's just all CGI, nothing is really there, nothing is really felt, you can't even, like it's not present, it's just, like, gobbledygook,
Yeah.
It's just all gobbledygook and not scary at all. Not an
No.
ounce of it is scary.
And it tries so hard to be something it's not,
And
which is
tries so hard to be
funny and
funny.
entertaining. Yeah, it try that's the thing. I was saying it as a main joke, but you said it more correctly. It tries so hard to be funny, and
Yeah,
because it tries this hard to be funny, Ozzy Osbourne's in it for fuck's sakes, and it can't be good? Fucking
like,
Ozzy can't make this good? What the fuck?
no. Well, again, 4 talented women, hilarious women, all of them in their own right, and they can't make it funny.
And
Isn't that sad?
Ed Bailey Jr. is in it. These are
Yeah,
talented
Ed
fucking
Bailey Jr. is incredible. Not in
Chris
this movie,
Hemsworth's
he's
in it.
not.
Chris Hemsworth is wasted as, like,
So
a running
wasted.
joke.
And I'm wondering too if he took it just because it is so different from what he has, but the funny thing is
So different
he's
from a good
funny.
movie.
He was in Cabin in the Woods, and he played an incredible character in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah,
In
that's part
this
of the badness of this, because we said this before, I will watch every Melissa McCartney movie. If you put that shit on, it could be her punching a panda bear in the dick. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch Kristen Wiig just solo. I will watch Kate McKinnon make fucking IKEA furniture. If you put that
And
shit
she will
together, I will pay you
and you
for
will
that.
be laughing.
Yes,
You'll be laughing
and
the whole time. Same with
I'm
Leslie
sad.
Jones.
I'm sad Leslie Jones left social media, although I think she just got off the bus early. Because everyone's getting off social media now, I think, including us soon. But I am sad Leslie Jones left social media. I loved her bits when she was live tweeting and live doing shit. I loved the shit
Yes!
out of Leslie Jones.
She is
So
so funny.
you have 4 supremely talented. I still think Kate McKinnon's level of talent is not yet peaked, and I think that she's the funniest comedian I probably have seen perform. That includes Lucille Ball. You
She's
know, that
I
includes
mean,
Tina
she's
Fey.
incredible. She really, really is, and I remember, what's his name? Bill Hader, because he was in during her audition for SNL,
No.
and he's like, "I was the absolute worst person to be in there for because I was laughing at everything she was doing, and they had to pull me aside and say, 'Stop laughing,' and he's like, 'I
100%.
can't. I can't,' because
Yeah.
she's so funny, and you're right, and she's a talented actress. She's a talented person, just her timing and line delivery and everything like that, and that's I think the cruelest thing of this whole thing is
Right.
just
If
how
she can't save the film.
yeah, and then the utter backlash from everybody, the absolute utter backlash, and I hate how it always falls on the actors because it's not their fault. It really isn't. They're given a direction, and they use the direction that they're given.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was ripping into. We wouldn't be able to hear this one because it didn't tape all the way, but that's why I was ripping into the director because this is I'm sorry. Obviously, he has more credentials than I do, but
mhm,
Paul Feig, this is not his best work. This is absolute fucking garbage.
mm-mm,
You should be
mhm.
ashamed of yourself. That's how fucking bad it is. He did The Heat. Okay, this is what Paul did in the past. He did The Heat. I just said that one. Oh, good for me. He did Spy. So these aren't awesome fucking, but Freaks and Geeks, he's a producer on that one. He's done some stuff, man.
He's done
He's
some
not
stuff.
brand new. The Peanuts movie as a
No.
producer.
A lot of producing work.
Bridemaid, executive producer, Nurse Jackie, The Office. So
So a lot of
shit.
TV, a lot of TV, a lot of producing work. I'm just wondering too if, like I said, if just the studio is like, "Look, we're throwing all this money at it, and you really need to, do this, this, and that." Whereas, honestly, if they had just let the women riff and let the
Yeah.
women be themselves, because there's a couple parts where you can almost kind of see it, and then they pull back from it. And it's like, "But why?" Like, we were almost there, like, I could feel it, like, because
The
obviously
tease.
they have a great chemistry together, they know each other very well. Why did you not use that? Like, I don't know. I was so disappointed because I wanted to be one of those movies where it's like, "Oh, I heard it was so bad, but actually I really liked it." And I
No, I see what
just
you're
was
saying.
so disappointed, and like I said, just the story itself is just so bland, and
Yeah.
the effects are so boring, and the
Not
character development, like, the setup and the payoff just isn't really all that strong, like
no, and that's where it really zigs and zags. It's because of this stuff, and I'm going to read you the difference of talent. Just listen to the difference of talent, not in the acting, nothing like that. But there's a difference of talent in the writing and directing. Ready? Director Paul Feig for the shit Ghostbusters in 2016, or Ivan Reitman. It's like this is the level, the talent level is kinda like, "Okay, who do we get?" "Well, it's between 2 picks, sir. It's either Jim Phoenix from Haunted MTL or Quentin Tarantino." Like, "Well, are you sure? Are you maybe we should give Jim a chance this time."
yeah.
The writers, Danny Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and Rick Moranis, or Katie Dippold Paul Feig again, and Ivan Reitman, who probably did jack shit just to sign off on it because he's already dying by that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, like the
Yeah.
stars. I won't say I. Okay, let's well, fuck it. Why not? The
Who
stars, yeah, I
cares?
think we'll have Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Harold Ramis, Mick Romanus, Annie Potts, Ernie Hudson, William Atherton. I think the original gets it, but only because you have to put Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis with Rick Moranis and Sigourney
Mhm.
Weaver and Ernie Hudson against 4 actresses who are
Yeah.
very extremely fucking funny, but
And
Bill Murray
and
can
and
come
I
up
would
with
I would also put, what's his face in there too. Um, Thor. What's his face?
Thor, Thor,
The
Chris
guy who plays
Hemsworth.
That's
Yeah,
it.
but that's the thing. And like, so
But
it's not if you
they're
put
not connected together. Like, Janine was very connected with the story. She,
Annie
um,
Potts, yes.
like, yeah, and
She's connected to the story. They
she's
forced
connected to the
Chris
story.
Hemsworth into the connection.
Exactly, exactly. They
They're like, "Oh,
shoehorn him
fuck."
in.
Okay, what you don't like about well, everyone basically don't like about this version of Ghostbusters 216 is what I don't like about Act 3 of Brooklyn 45.
Okay.
It goes, "What the fuck did you force these people to do now?"
Mm,
But there
okay.
was no setup. At least Brooklyn 45 has this big setup. Okay, we can go trash this movie forever in a day.
And
And
I can
so
sing Kate McKinnon's praises forever as well. She's
yeah,
a beautiful woman, talented. They're all wonderful and beautiful and talented, but I only have a crush on her.
yeah, I think, like I'm saying, me too, I have a crush on her.
I know,
I
everybody should, right?
they should.
They
I think
should. She's so good. Anyway.
there are 2 things that go wrong with this movie. One is it truly is a piece of shit. It is a movie
Yeah.
that should never been made. Those 4 women, unfortunately got sold a bunch of hog shit and so, "Oh, this is
Mhm.
a great idea." No, it's not a great idea. Put the fucking meth down. But it deserves the hate it gets for the most part. However, some of the hate is directed because they're for women.
Yep.
That's the thing that's hard to differentiate because you have people who are honestly disgusted with the movie for good reasons, and then some are who are jumping in the bandwagon saying, "Yeah, it's a shitty movie. Why? Because women." Like, well,
Well, and
no,
that
that's
was
that's
the
not
thing
it.
that it started with because when they're like, "Oh, it's a gender swap," like, people were already starting to hate on the movie before they even
Yeah.
saw it. Like, give it a fair shake. If you hate it afterwards, that's fine. Like, I didn't like Captain Marvel, like, I was like, "Okay, roll my eyes." But at the base of it, like, at least give it a fair shake before you fucking hate on it, but that's just, like, dum-dums on the internet, you know?
Yeah, there was a recent gender swap again, gender swap in itself is not a bad or good thing. It's like, "Oh, okay, what would they do if" so I don't
Yeah,
mind I didn't mind the gender swap. I meant, I hated that's all it was.
yeah,
If that's
and
all it fucking is, "We
their
should watch it
characters
because
had
they're
nothing.
women now." I'm like, "Fuck yourself. If that's the reason why we should watch it, that's the reason I don't wanna watch it then." They
Well, the
didn't do
characters
anything to
weren't
it.
very substantial,
No, I agree, I agree. There
unfortunately.
were other things who just did a damn it, I'm trying to think of the TV show or the movie where they did a gender swap on one of the main characters, like, "Oh my god, that's this, it's so weird." Fuck, Sandman. They did a gender
Oh,
swap
that's right, you didn't
on,
like that.
uh, Constantine. I didn't like it because of the way they did it. I didn't mind doing it. I
Okay.
think the gender swap only okay, hey, Keanu Reeves would have fucking been great to come back in that role.
Yeah, Keanu.
Man, come on.
Keanu.
Jenna called me cool and all, but and I didn't like it because they didn't connect hardcore enough to Joanna Constantine's girlfriend. That's
Okay.
what it was like, they like, that they're afraid to kinda make him too gay. That's why, like, oh, well, shit. They can do gender swap with one, don't make it is as a girl, like, don't make it platonic, make them fucking lovers.
Mhm.
Make them really be that, and then there's some sort of why she's really pushing it, and maybe they had it a little bit there, maybe I'm misremembering it a bit, but that's why I kind of had the problem with that gender swap. It didn't go far enough.
Well, and I think the part of
It's
the
better than
problem
this
too
one.
that you're talking about is that, like, they don't let men be bi in a lot of shows and a lot of movies and even ticked off teas, like, they, just let men be bi and you can do a gender swap, but, like, also it you don't always have to too, like, I don't know. I do find it interesting sometimes, like, I don't mind it, like, I did like the Loki and him
No,
falling in
no,
love
that
with
that worked really well.
himself.
Yeah, that worked like, the Loki part, that worked really well
That worked really well, it
because
was a
there was an
fun.
actual character that just, like, "I'm gender swapped." Like, no,
Exactly.
there's an actual character behind it, and
Exactly,
that's what doesn't work
exactly.
here. Th These are just cardboard cutouts that got gender swapped.
Yeah.
Paint some tits on Bill Murray, and you would have a better movie. Like,
No, thank you.
seriously,
No,
if you
thank
looked
you.
at the
Please do
older
not give us that
I
English.
if you looked at the original Ghostbusters, and just did some kind of, like, Snapchat ad that made them all women,
Jim,
that's probably a better movie.
is this our movie that we're making now, or we're just gonna go and, like,
So, I got,
Photoshop
like,
tits on all of them?
11 grand below, I guess, and that's basically it, and damn it, I think part of it was, like, box. I went in this thinking, "Okay, maybe the trailer's just dog shit for me."
Right.
There has to be
Exactly.
more than this. I was hoping it would be fucking better than
Same.
this. I went in there with open mind. I wanted to see it. The CGI is horrendous. I'm
Oh,
looking at the
so
trailer
bad.
right now. It's just jack shit. It's fucking awful on all
It's
points.
so bad, and, like,
It's so
that's
fucking bad.
that's what I liked about the first one too, is that all of the ghosts had also a background. They also had a story. Like,
Yeah,
especially with this part used to scare the shit out of me. Again, shit out of me. But when they're in the courtroom and they're like, he's like, "Holy shit, it's the so and so brothers! Like, we
yeah,
put them away. They got the chair. Like, so it's like we get that they are ghosts. Like they used to be people. Now they're these weird creatures. And you
yeah.
don't get that with this. You get a dragon? I was so baffled by that fucking dragon. I'm like, why do we have a ghost dragon? Does that mean that dragons were real? It was so
I
bizarre. I
don't
didn't like it.
know, and that is one of the yeah, it's one of the problems for me too. It's
Yeah.
just messy. It's just
It's
messy.
very
Alright,
messy.
we can tear this apart forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
already been an hour.
Yeah,
It's been like a
yeah.
half hour bashing on one movie. So what would you give this?
Again, a 2. Like, I mean, I watched it once.
Mm,
That's good. I didn't I didn't loathe it with every being of my body, which would be 1.
yeah.
So this is a step up of just like, it was something. Boy, it was a something, wasn't
It
it?
was a movie. It was a fucking expensive movie that did not make its money back.
Yep,
That's what it
that
was.
that was a thing that I watched. The end.
144 mil production budget, probably can double that for the PR version, so,
Give
like,
me just
288.
1,000,000.
It didn't make it.
Guys, just Hollywood, just give me 1,000,000. I will do something.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 1.5, which is how many Cthulhus I give this one.
Fair.
1.5. It Yeah, I can't give it a 2 'cause I'm thinking, like, I probably gave some movie that kinda like the 2 before.
That's
This is
fair.
just not movie.
That's
It's
fair.
and I think
I'm gonna give it more because of Kate McKinnon. I'm a simp.
oh, that's because
I
it came within a minute for me as well. Otherwise, it'd be
Yeah,
like a 1. Actually, I
yeah,
wasn't.
like
He was a half star. If Tara Reid was in this one, it would be a 2 for me. If Tara Reid and Kate McKinnon were in
Fair.
this, and then oh, shit, you would not believe.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no, 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 it's at the hour mark,
You've got
Jim.
none
No,
other than Kate McKinnon. Kate, you're on the air with Box and Jim. How are you, Kate McKinnon?
So I want to go for the record by saying this movie would have been much better if they let original writers Bigfoot Bigfoot write this and not some Paul Feig or whatever his name is allegedly.
So you're saying Bigfoot was one of the original writers?
Yeah, that's a very harshly known theory or semi-fact that Bigfoot was kicked out because he was too sexy for Chris Hemsworth.
He was
No,
too sexy.
no, I don't agree with that,
I
Kate,
don't think
because
anyone's
he's
sexier than Chris Hemsworth. Maybe Chris
no,
Pine, or there's a lot of Chris's probably. I don't know. I don't think that was.
I don't think so,
Wait,
Kate.
what's supposed to be? Was that Kate McKinnon? Okay, if this is truly Kate McKinnon, what were you starring in before SNL?
I was staring at your mama. Oh, you
Motherfucker got me. Motherfucker got me.
Of course, every time.
God
You're
damn it, I
so
keep
gullible.
calling.
You're
We
so
only have that.
gullible.
Well, we only get like one caller. You know, it's not like the phone lines are lighting up for
I
people. If you
mean,
want to call in, why don't you call in and you can talk to us too? And
literally, your phone just says for use of Bigfoot. Like,
so big feet. There's plural. Sometimes Sasquatch calls in. I can't wait for a Seth Breedlove thing to come by and like we can do Bigfoot again.
I know we need to get Seth. I mean, like, I've
I
reached out to him, and he's never, Senpai has never said hello back.
You want to interview him? I can probably do it.
I have tried to in the past, and apparently, Senpai has not noticed me yet.
That's right. Just send Bigfoot after him. All right,
Yeah.
so 1.5 for me, 2 for you.
Yee.
That's it. What do you want to plug? Ugh, 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 ugh.
Ugh, 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 I'm gonna plug this. I'm plugging this. I'm plugging Haunted MTL. Please, if you're listening, please, please, please do me a favor. I'm a queer artist. I'm a queer writer. I'm all
So
queer up in there. Go please to wherever you're listening from, be it Spotify or iTunes, and please rate us. Rate us something nice, and I'll do a little dance. And it'll have to be in your imagination, but it'll be great. It's gonna be great.
it'd be
Uh,
great.
but just you don't even have to. I mean, if you want to leave us like some like kudos or whatever, tell Sasquatch to
Tap
fuck
that
off,
5. Tap that
whatnot.
5.
But yeah, please do. It helps us. It helps the show. It helps us doing what we're doing and gets more notice on what we're doing. And I personally am trying to become a Rotten Tomatoes critic in the future, and that would help me
Nice.
out as well. So
Click on
that's
that thing.
so I'm plugging
Just take a
myself.
second. Click on 5 stars or 4,
Yes,
whatever you.
please.
Usually I say rate us however you want. No, rate us the top stars. Fuck
Yeah, if
anything
you
else.
could.
If you can't touch a 5, I don't know, touch a 5. That's
I
not
mean,
bad. That's not bad.
look, it could go towards your random act of kindness for the day. I would appreciate that.
And when you're doing that random act of kindness, sometimes you get dehydrated. And you know what I like to do when I'm dehydrated? And only
Um,
because it's got the most premium ingredients, 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, is Liquid IV.
oh, I thought it was a gay zombie orgy.
No, but you know what? The Liquid IV, wow. Liquid IV actually partners with leading organizations for innovation solutions to help communities protect their water and their futures. To
That's
date, Liquid
important.
IV has donated over 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world. That's amazing. If you give water to people, I love you. And so if you want to get your Liquid IV, say something, Box, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and it's pretty cheap too. Like, it's like just $25 for like a whole bunch of them.
Is it? Well, all I know to get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code HAUNTED100, the capital H 100 at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order from that website. When you shop Better Hydration today using promo code HAUNTED100 at liquidiv.com. Check it out. And with that being said, I think that's the show.
For this time, happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride Month, day, week, whatever it is for you. We have
Year.
one more Pride show.
Yes.
One more Pride show this year, for this month at least.
And it will be
And
glorious.
we have the thing. What do you want to do for the next Pride show?
I don't know. I'll think about it. Something fun.
Maybe musicals. I do want to do Rocket Horror Picture Show once.
Oh, we could do that. That's
Yeah.
sexy. Let's do that.
Who cares?
Pain, I care.
Pain.
We care, along with we all care.
I hear a cat.
Meow, motherfucker.